Hello everyone, it's Dan, your resident Digimon fan. Welcome back to the channel where today we're going to have another video about the Digimon Vital Bracelet, specifically going over the dim cards that you can get for the Vital Bracelet. So I've talked about the bracelet a couple times on this channel. I've been rocking it every single day since I got it about a month ago and I absolutely love it. Here he is on my wrist at the moment. I'm currently training a Plesiomon ready for the Angoramon raid boss that's coming in February. By the time this video comes up, she'll probably already be out. And yeah, what I wanted to do was to go through all of the dim cards that I've picked up. You'll see there's quite a few in here, and give a bit of an idea of what sort of Digimon you can expect to see on those cards, and potentially how you might get them. So the elephant in the room is that I don't have every single dim card, hence the almost in this video title. I actually have all but two. The only two that I am missing, which I will put on screen here, is Black Raw, the original Black Raw. This one came out as a pre-order bonus for the original Vital Bracelet, so I don't have this one. And I also don't have Shadow Howl, which I'll also put on the screen. Shadow Howl was a prize, I think. It's part of like a lottery or a prize or something like that, and is incredibly rare and expensive. If you try and buy this one, you're looking at like £300, something like that. So I'm not going to be purchasing those two, especially as the Digimon that you get on those dim cards, you can get on some of the dim cards that I have in here. But other than those two, those are the only ones that I do not have. Now, there are also some more dim cards coming in the coming months. So we have the free Digimon Tamer dim cards. So we have Gammamon, Terriermon, and Renamon, which I'm looking forward to. They're coming out in, I believe, February, end of February. And also we have the Primeval Warriors dim card, which is coming out along with a new holster. It's a premium Bandai product. I believe it's coming out in March, and that includes Digimon like Wormmon and Stingmon, etc. It will be a good way to get some of the Digimon which are exclusive to another dim card, which I'll go through on here, which is a lot harder to get. So that one's coming out in March. Looking forward to picking up that one as well. But other than that, let's start having a look at these cards. So to start off with, we're going to have a look at the Impulse City dim card. Most of you should already be familiar with this dim. It's the one that comes with the version 1 Vital Bracelet, so it's pretty common in that regard. If you only picked up the Digivice V with the Gammamon dim card, then there isn't a way to purchase this one separately, which is a bit of a shame because it does feature a lot of cool, unique Digimon, a lot of which were created specifically for the Vital Bracelet, so that's pretty cool. So Impulse City, most people, as I said, should have this one, and that includes Digimon such as Bibimon as the baby. You've got Pulsemon, of course, very classic nowadays, and then we have Bulkmon, who is the guy that features on the card. So Impulse City, I do very much like this dim card, and I would recommend picking it up or trying to pick it up from a reseller if you only have the Digivice V, but for everyone else you should probably already have this one. Moving on to the next one, we have Ancient Warriors. Now Ancient Warriors is a very elusive dim card because it was only available in the version special Vital Bracelet, which was the one which I unboxed on this channel. It was only available in pre-orders from Premium Bandai, and as such it cannot be purchased any other way, which is quite disappointing for people that love the Vmon line, as Vmon is a classic. So to give you some of the cards that you can get with this one, we've got Demi Vmon, of course. We've got Vmon, I've got this really nice super rare Vmon from a starter deck. We've got Vidramon, who I think is probably one of my favorite Digimon. We have Aero Vidramon, who is just personally the cooler Vidramon. And then we have Ulforce Vidramon, who is an awesome Royal Knight Digimon. So the Ancient Warrior dim card also includes some cool classics like Imperial Dramon, both Dragon Mode and Fighter Mode. He is an awesome Digimon all around, and I would definitely recommend picking up this dim card if you can, but of course, as I said, it is quite hard to get a hold of him because he was only in the version special. So if you can, then I'd recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend paying scalper prices, that's for sure. Okay, the next one on our list is the Agamon dim card. So Agamon came as a pair with Gabrielmon and is part of the Digimon Adventure 2020 series. So you can expect some pretty standard stuff on the Agamon dim card. Your baby Digimon, of course, is Koromon, and then we have Agamon as the rookie, And then the standard line that most people will probably run the first time is Greymon, Metal Greymon, and War Greymon. So the Agamon dim card is a bit of a classic. Obviously, it has a lot of fan favorite Digimon, so you can get Digimon like Agamon and Angoramon, Metal Renamon, things like that. And of course, you can get Devimon and Blitz Greymon. You can also DNA Digivolve War Greymon with a Metal Garurumon from the Gammamon dim card to make Omnimon, which is a really cool thing that you can do, and I would highly recommend it, as Omnimon is a pretty decent vaccine type, especially for starters. If you can get the Agamon and Gammamon dim card, as I did, as your first dims, and go for Omnimon to begin with, then you're pretty good for most raids and also for arena battles, so I would highly recommend the Agamon card. Speaking of Agamon, of course, so can't talk about him without talking about Gabrielmon. So here is the Gabrielmon dim card. As I said, came in with a pair, as a pair with the Agamon dim card, and you can expect some pretty standard stuff from this dim card. So we have Sunamon as your baby, we have Gabrielmon as the rookie, and then I imagine most people would go Garurumon, Garurumon, and then Metal Garurumon, in order to then DNA Digivolve to get Omnimon. There's also some other pretty cool Digimon that you can get on this one. For example, you can get Gabrielmon as a champion, Parrotmon, who was the Big Bird Digimon from the first movie, so I think that's really nice that they included him. And you can also get Garurumon and Nidhoggmon, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, Gabrielmon dim card comes with Agamon. I definitely recommend getting them. You get some pretty standard but cool Digimon nonetheless. Next card up is Volcanic Beat. So now moving away from the standard Digimon and going into something a little bit more niche. So Volcanic Beat centers around Volvemon and all of his evolutions. It's got plenty of fire types, and it's full of a lot of cool Digimon. I would definitely recommend Volcanic Beat as well as Blizzardfang, which is the one that it comes with as a pair. So from this dim card, you can expect Meramon as your baby. I love this artwork, it's really cute. You can expect Volvemon, as I said, to be your rookie, and then the canon line for Volvemon is can't even say that, Lavolvemon, a bit of a mouthful, that one. We have Lavogaruvamon, which is a very interesting name and an interesting artwork as well. And then the mega is Volcanic Dramon. There's a lot going on in this picture, kind of hard to see what's going on. That's its tail. It does have wings. It is a bit of a weird one, like I said, but a pretty cool line nonetheless. You can also get some Digimon such as Birdramon, Tyrannomon, Meramon, Skullmeramon, and Megas like, I think, is it Victramon that's in this one? No, it's not Victramon, it's Marsmon. So Marsmon is pretty cool, as well as Ancient Volcmon. So pretty nice dim card. I would definitely recommend picking this one up along with Blizzardfang. Speaking of Blizzardfang, here he is. So another dim card with a new line of Digimon, or relatively new, I suppose. So we have Belukumon as the rookie for this one, and it features plenty of other cool Digimon. Let's just have a look at the Belukumon line. Now the baby, there isn't actually a card of the baby Digimon, but it is Hayarimon. I'm not sure if that is the Japanese name or the English name, but you get Belukumon as your rookie. You get Paledramon as the champion, or one of the champions, of course. This is the canon line. You got Christ Paledramon as the ultimate, and then as the mega, you have Hexablaumon, who's in a white sleeve because it's my only super rare version of this card. So Blizzardfang also includes Digimon such as Frigimon and also Iceleomon, who I think is called Pangeamon actually. So that's my bad. And then you've got Skullmammothmon as a mega, as well as Ancient Megathyrimon. So some pretty awesome Digimon on this card. Again, I would highly recommend. Next up, we have another pair of cards. So starting off with that, we have Infinite Tide. This is the card that I'm currently running in order to get Plesiomon, who is a really cool Digimon. Infinite Tide features Marine Kamiramon? Marine Kamiramon? I have no idea how it's pronounced, but we will see the card in just a moment. So that features him on the front, and of course mostly features aquatic Digimon, such as Bukamon as your baby. We have Sangomon as the rookie, of course. We have Tobyumon as some sort of fish champion. We have Marine Kumiramon. Again, hard one to pronounce, but that's the one that features on the card. And then Regalecusmon, who knows? Some of these names, I swear, they just make them up. I mean, obviously they make them up. They're not canon animals. But that's the line which I ran on Infinite Tide the first time. You can also get some awesome Digimon like Seadramon, Mega Seadramon, and Metal Seadramon, as well as Plesiomon, which I mentioned as the level 15 Mega, and Piranimon and Dragomon. So it's some pretty awesome Digimon on this one, as always. I would recommend Infinite Tide, especially as it comes with Titan of Dust, which again includes some pretty cool cards. So let's have a look at Titan of Dust. Here he is over here. So you've got, I believe, Blastmon is the name of the guy on the front. A Digimon that I was not familiar with. He is an ultimate level. And on the Titan of Dust, you will get Tsunarizamon as the rookie. I don't have a card for the baby, but his name is Goromon. So I'll put a picture of him on screen. So Tsunarizamon as the rookie. Golemon as one of the champions you can get. Then, of course, we have Gogmamon. My bad. Gogmon is the one that's on the card. My mistake. And then you get Blastmon, who is the Mega for Gogmamon. So that would be like the canon line that you would take. Sorry, Gogmamon, got your name wrong. But you can get other cool Digimon. For example, Digimon from Digimon Adventure 2 features on this card, which is really awesome. Got Togemon, which is a bit random, but there he is. You've got some dinosaur Digimon, your ancient Sphinxmon. It's full of some interesting stuff, including Scorpiomon. So I would recommend picking this one up along with Infinite Tide if you want some interesting Digimon. It'll certainly keep you busy. Next one on the list is another pair. So we have Hermit in the Jungle. This one mostly features grass type Digimon, I guess you could say. So bugs and dinosaurs as well. So it's a pretty cool dim by that regards. On the front here you've got Teropiamon, and you can also get some other great stuff. So let's show you based on the cards. We have Tanamon as the baby. You have Palmon over here as the rookie. Interesting that you have Palmon as the rookie in this dim card, but you have Togemon as the champion on Titans of Dust. So not sure how they managed that one, but never mind. We have Parasolmon as one of the champions you can get. You also have Teropiamon, as I showed you. He is the guy on the card, so pretty cool. And then you can also get Spinomon as a Mega, so going heavy on the dinosaurs. You've also got Digimon such as Lilymon in here, and Vegemon, Arukenimon, and Rafflesamon. Some pretty cool Digimon, definitely worth getting. However, I think that probably New Metal Empire, which is the pair of this card, is what you'd really be buying these for. So here's New Metal Empire featuring Metal Greymon, some sort of weird metal version of Greymon. I really should have done my research. I'm not sure why it's Metal Greymon. There's also some sort of Metal Birdramon type thing in this card, which I'm guessing is from some sort of anime or film, but I'm not familiar with, so I'll put somewhere on the screen what that's from. But you've got some really awesome Digimon on this card. So as your baby, you have Missaimon and Missimon with these little bomb cats as the very smallest baby version. You've got Hagurumon as your rookie. As a champion, we have Macmon as an example, some sort of motorbike. You can get Metal Mamimon as the ultimate, or one of the ultimates, and then Machinedramon, which is the main reason why I would like this dim card personally, because Machinedramon one of my favorites as well. Of course, he is an absolute classic. But some of the other ones that you can get Raremon as a champion, if you ever felt the need to get Raremon. You've got Loda Leomon as an ultimate, who is a cool version of Leomon, and we also have Heavy Leomon, which is a pretty big boy, and Zeke Greymon as well. So some pretty cool metal Digimon on this dim card. Pretty awesome. I would recommend picking it up. To be fair, I recommend picking all these up, but these ones in particular are quite affordable because they're relatively new compared to the others. So next card I want to talk about is Dynasty of the Evil. So I unboxed this card on this channel. Dynasty of the Evil came with the dim card holster, and so it didn't come as a pair with another card, but it did come with another product, and it features mostly evil type Digimon. So as your baby, you get Pagamon, blowing some purple bubbles over here. You get Ghostmon as the rookie, who is, weird. He has a hat. Wizardmon as, of course, the poster boy of the dim card. He is the champion I've chosen here. Also, we have Pumpkinmon as one of the ultimates you can get, and Piedmon as one of the megas. I had to sneak a classic collection card into this video. So that's one line you can take, but there's also Digimon such as Bachapon, Saberdramon, Myotismon, of course, and Phantomon. You can get Beelzemon from this dim card, but not the only dim card you can get him from, which I will show you later on, and things like Neo Vamdamon. So some pretty evil Digimon that you can get on this one. If you're a fan of that sort of aesthetic, then definitely pick this up, especially as it comes with the dim card holder, which for me personally makes it a decent purchase. Next up on the list is a pair of cards which were available for premium Bandai members, which is Mad Black Raw as one of the first ones of the pair. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I don't own Black Raw or Shadow Howl, but thankfully Bandai re-released the Dims as Mad Black Raw and True Shadow Howl, including plenty more Digimon than were originally on Black Raw. So as you can get on Black Raw, this Dim card starts with Koromon as the baby. Then you've got Black Agumon, known mostly just as Agamon or Agamon Black. You have Greymon, the blue Greymon this is, of course. You've got the Metal Greymon Virus mode, the blue one, which is, one, as I said, probably my favourite Digimon of all time. And then you have Black War Greymon as a pretty awesome Mega. So that's all you get in Black Raw, but in Mad Black Raw, you can get plenty of other Digimon as well. So you can get I think Master Tyrannomon potentially is in this one. I might be thinking of another dim card. But you can definitely get Dark Tyrannomon. You can get Monochromon, Skull Greymon, Gammamon, and you can also get Omegamon Zwart or Omnimon Zwart. Interestingly, not by DNA Digivolving, as with the previous dim cards. So that's a bit disappointing, but you can just get him as a standard Mega. So pretty cool dim card all round, especially when paired with his buddy True Shadow Howl, which we're going to have a look at in just a second. So if I get True Shadow Howl out, here he is. So we've got Black Metal Garurumon on the front. I really like the look of these cards just because they're black and gold. It's a really nice color combination. And of course, just like with the regular Shadow Howl, you should expect Sunamon as the baby. But then you've got the Gabrielmon Black as the rookie. You can get Garurumon Black as the champion, who is a really cool looking version of Garurumon. Cooler than the regular one, I think. Garurumon with his camo pants, of course. And then Black Metal Garurumon as your Mega. But of course, because this is True Shadow Howl, you also have plenty of other options. So you could get Digimon such as Dromojamon, you can get Digimon such as Pandamon, and of course Omegamon Zwart or Omnimon Zwart, as well as Zed Garurumon. So pretty awesome card, this one, along with True Shadow Howl. It is quite difficult to get a hold of them because they were premium Bandai, but if you can get a hold of them, I highly recommend it because they are full of awesome Digimon. So the next three cards I'm going to talk about are ones which I don't actually have Digimon cards for because they are relatively new. So starting off with, we have the Gammamon dim card. So Gammamon is the Digivice V dim, so the one that comes with the Digivice V. However, Bandai were smart enough to also sell Gammamon individually, which is where I got mine from. So you don't have to buy it with a Digivice V in order to get it. And Gammamon is the new main partner Digimon for the new anime, Digimon Ghost game. And this dim card is mostly full of new Digimon. So you've got Gammamon and his 4 champion evolutions, as well as an ultimate and a Mega. But there are some returning favorites included on this dim as well. So you can get ultimates such as Brachiomon and Chimeramon, and you can also get Chaosdramon as a Mega. So pretty awesome dim. I am looking forward to running Gammamon. Then there was also a pair released as well to do with Ghost Games. So we have Angoramon, who is another one of the partner Digimon from the show. And this dim card is full of Angoramon evolutions, but also a bunch of other really cool Digimon that haven't featured in the other cards. So we have Leomon, for example. You've got Waru Monzimon, who is the cooler Monzimon as far as I'm concerned. And you can also get Saber Leomon and Griffinmon. So it's a really nice dim card as well. And with the Angoramon dim, you also got the Jellymon dim. So Jellymon is unfortunately taken a similar route to Renamon online, but she is a pretty cute looking Digimon, and you can get some pretty awesome Digimon from this card. For example, Dolphmon, remember him? Also Gachapon and Waymon features on this card, and you can also get Megas such as Pukumon and Marine Angemon, who are some of my favourite Digimon as well because they're parts of the original games. So really like the Jellymon dim as well. So even if you've not watched Ghost Game, you still get some pretty cool classic Digimon on these dim cards that you can't get anywhere else. So I would highly recommend them, especially while they are currently quite high in supply. So next one is a bit of an odd one. This one came out on its own and is the Metabot cross digital monster. So Metabot is known as Metabot in the UK and the West. I actually don't know anything about Metabots at all. I've never watched it, so sorry for anyone that has. I don't mean offense, I've just never watched it. I'm sure it's a very entertaining show. But what's cool about this dim card though, for people who like both Digimon and Metabots, is it includes not just some Metabots and some Digimon, but also fusions of the two, which makes it really interesting. So you can get Digimon such as Greymon and Garurumon, and you can also get Metabots such as Metabot and also Rokusho. But you can also then get some cool fusions of the two. For example, Grey Wars, which is like a small version of War Greymon, and one of the awesome megas is also Omega Knight. So it looks like a Megamon or Omnimon crossed with a Metabot. So it's a pretty interesting dim card. I've not given this one a go yet, but I am looking forward to giving it a go, just to change it up a little bit. Then the last 4 dim cards I have to show you are ones that I was very lucky to be able to get from a reseller at a very affordable price, and that are the Gachapon dim cards. So these were small dim cards that were released as part of sort of like a Gachapon pool where you had to randomly get one. You couldn't choose the one you wanted to buy. They don't include full dim card type Digimon, so you don't get plenty of champions and ultimates and megas, but they do have some pretty cool and unique Digimon. Obviously with the Digimon Tamer dim cards coming out, some of these are going to be superseded, but it is pretty cool to get them now just because there are some Digimon which you can only get on these dim cards. So I'm holding the Gammamon Gachapon dim card, and of course the main line for Gammamon can be got on this dim. So we have Digimon as the baby, you have Gammamon of course as your rookie, you have Growlmon as the champion, War Growlmon as the ultimate, and then you can have Gallantmon as the mega. And there are no other rookies, champions or ultimates that you can get on this dim, but you can get a few different megas. So of course Gallantmon is the one that everyone expects, but you can also get Chaos Gallantmon, which is like the virusy purple version of Gallantmon, and then you can also get Gallantmon, I believe it's called Blast Mode or something like that. But he's a pretty cool version of Gallantmon as well. He's got like a scythe. So interesting to get these ones. All of these Digimon are going to be available on the Gammamon dim card when that comes out, but I don't believe Chaos Gallantmon or Blast Mode Gallantmon will be on the dim. So if you can find one of these for a reasonable price, then it might be worth getting, but it is worth mentioning that they are not going to be for a reasonable price. You're going to be paying a lot to a reseller to get them. I just happen to get lucky. And also there are some issues with these dim cards. When you're doing battles, for example, sometimes it can glitch out and crash your watch, which you don't lose any progress, but it is very frustrating and can make it quite difficult to do things like challenges to defeat Digimon. So I wouldn't personally recommend picking these one up. Just to make that clear, don't buy these. But if you can find them for a really cheap price from a reseller or do a trade for them, then maybe it's worth adding them to your collection. So next up in the Gachapon collection we have Impmon as well. Obviously a kind of not really a villain from Digimon Tamers. I haven't seen it all the way through, so no spoilers please. But I do really like Impmon, he's really cool, and in this Gachapon dim you can expect to get a full line of Impmon. So we have Yammon as the baby, and Impmon as the rookie of course. Wizardmon is actually the champion, so you can get Wizardmon in the Dynasty of the Evil dim, but currently there's no way to get Yammon and Impmon from another dim, so that's super interesting. The ultimate I don't actually have a card of, but his name is Balmon, and I'll put a picture somewhere on screen of Balmon. And the mega you can expect to get is of course Beelzemon, who is badass. Beelzemon is, of course, available on Dynasty of the Evil, so not all of these Digimon are exclusive to the card. It's pretty much just Impmon over here, but you can get different versions of Beelzemon on this card. So you can get the 2010 version of Beelzemon, you can get the original Beelzemon, and you can also get Beelzemon Blast Mode as well, which does make it a bit more interesting, not just a rehash of Dynasty of the Evil. And I say rehash, Dynasty of the Evil came out after these, of course. I think Bandai realised that these were a bad deal, and also that they weren't particularly amazing quality, so they chose not to make any more of these. Moving on to the next one then, we have the Renamon Gachapon. So of course Renamon's getting a full dim card in the Digimon Tamer set, so you'll be able to get most of these Digimon from there, but it is cool to get them early. The baby I don't actually have a card of because it doesn't exist yet, but that is Pokemon, so he's pretty cute. But of course you get Renamon as your rookie, you get Cubimon as your champion, you get Talmon as your ultimate, and Sakuyamon is one of the megas that you can get. Of course there are 2 more megas though that you can get on this dim card, so you can get the purple version of Sakuyamon, who's known as Kazuyamon, and you can also get Sakuyamon Miko mode, which is interesting. Looks pretty cool, and I don't believe you can get Kazuyamon or Miko mode Sakuyamon on the upcoming Renamon dim card, so this one does have a couple more rarities that you can't get on other dims. And then last but not least, potentially least, who knows, is the Mondramon dim card. So Mondramon again is from Digimon Tamers, and this one actually interestingly doesn't have many Digimon cards around it. The only one I could find was Mondramon himself. So here he is. This is the alt art from the ST7 starter deck. But with the Mondramon line, you get yourself Hopmon as a baby, Mondramon of course as the rookie, you get Strike-Dramon as the champion, you of course get Cyber-Dramon as your ultimate, and then for Megas you get different versions of Justimon, who I'm not really that keen on Justimon, but you can get regular Justimon, you can get Justimon with the acceleration arm, the blitz arm, and the critical arms, just different versions of Justimon. I don't know if he's any good to use in the app, but he is pretty cool, just because he is different to the others. But that is the Mondramon GP card. So there you have it everyone, there's a look through all of the dim cards that are currently available. I'm very happy to have picked all of these up, some of them for more than I would have liked to have paid, but most of them I got for a good price imported from Japan, which is more than you can ask for. So I'm very looking forward to the Tamer dims coming out, and also the Primeval Warriors to get Wormmon, who again is a fan favourite. Plenty of fan favourites in these dims, they know their target audience. I think it would be cool to see what else they can come out with. I would like to see some Adventure 02 dim cards so that we can feature Armadillomon and Hawkmon as well. I think that'd be really nice, as well as of course a Patamon and Salamon/Gatamon dim. I feel like that one's overdue. We have Angoramon as a raid boss, but it would be cool to get them in the dims themselves, and maybe they could DNA Digivolve to make Jesmon or something. That would be really cool. Although I guess that would be Lady Devimon, so that wouldn't work. But still, I think it would be really cool if they added those dims. So collecting these dims has been a lot of fun. I'm glad to have them in my collection. I'm going to be very busy now doing all of these Digimon. It takes a very long time to complete a dim card. I've not completed a single one yet. So I'm looking forward to keeping myself busy with the Vital Bracelet and these dims. But I hope you found this video useful. Of course, when more dims come out, I will look to show those off and talk about those as well. But this is what we currently have available. Let me know what your favourite dim card is in the comments. And thanks very much for watching, everyone. I'll be back with more videos soon. Take care.